Good afternoon friends, myself Manish Kumar, presently working as a lecturer at Government Polytechnic College for Girls Patiala. My today's lecture for second semester students of Architecture Assistantship and subject is architectural drawing, and today's topic is isometrics, and this is my concluding lecture on isometrics, and in this lecture we will clear all our concepts regarding isometrics and we will revise everything of isometrics, and if time permits we will do one or two examples. So, let us start everything of isometrics. First of all, if we need to draw isometrics, we should have some prerequisite, that is knowledge, prior knowledge required for drawing isometrics. Every student should have good knowledge of orthographics. That means student should be clear of what is plan, what is elevation and what is side elevation, etc. If you do not have the knowledge of orthographics, then it will be very difficult for you to draw isometrics. I hope orthographics are very clear to you. Second point is some facts or some statements for isometrics. First of all, an isometric drawing is it is revision, we will be revising everything. We have done it earlier also. An isometric is a form of pictorial drawing. Pictorial drawing means like picture, that is 3D drawing, used to make 3-view drawing, or we can say orthographic drawing, 3-view drawing or orthographic drawing, ortho drawing, easy to visualize, easier to visualize. That means we can clearly visualize what the object is. For example, I will quickly draw example. Say this is an orthographic drawing of a brick, okay, and isometric drawing of a brick is like something like this. Right. From both these pictures, we can clearly make that this is orthographic, which is not easy to visualize by layman or by everyone, and this is 3D drawing, isometric drawing of a brick, and it is very easy to visualize by everybody. I hope this point is clear. Next point is, in isometric drawings, all the edges, all the 3 edges oblique axis which means axis representing height, axis representing width, axis representing length, right. In isometric drawings, all the 3 edges oblique axis are equally inclined to picture plane. It's like this. These are the 3 axes. Say this axis represents length. This is one isometric axis. This axis represents, say, width. This is second axis, and this is third axis which represents, say, height, right. All these axes are equally inclined at picture plane. If this is picture plane, right, all these angles are of 120. Right. All the axes are equally inclined to picture plane. I hope this point is also clear. Next point is an isometric is actually a 3D drawing. Because height, width and length are drawn on a single plane, right. For example, say we draw isometric of a cube. This is our drawing sheet. Say this is drawing sheet, and isometric of the cube is something like this, right. So, on single plane of paper we have represented length of the object, say this is breadth of the object, and say this is height of the object. Everything is represented on a single plane. So, it is a 3D drawing on a single plane. I hope this point is also clear to you. Let us move on to next point. Next point is isometric lines are drawn. All isometric lines are drawn parallel to isometrics axis, right. That means, say this is ground line, this is one isometric axis, this is second isometric axis, this is third isometric axis, this angle is 30, this angle is 30, and this is 90 here, right. This is one isometric axis for length, this is second isometric axis for breadth, and this is third isometric axis for height, right. This 1, this 2 and this 3. These 3 are isometric axis, and all the isometric lines are drawn parallel to these 3 edges. Okay. And horizontal and vertical measurements are horizontal and vertical measurements are directly I will erase this. Directly measured from orthographic drawing and marked on corresponding isometric axis. Horizontal and vertical measurements are directly measured from the orthographic drawing, right, and marked on the corresponding isometric axis. It will be clear, this point will be clear to you with this example. Say we need to draw isometric of a cuboid, right. Say this is cuboid, say this is 5 centimeter, this is also 5 centimeter, and height of the cuboid is say 10 centimeter, right. For drawing isometric, what we will do? First we will mark 3 axes. These 3 axes are isometric axis, one for length, one for breadth and one for height. These are 3 isometric axes. Okay. And for drawing isometric of a cuboid, we will straightway mark our length on, say length is 5, we will mark 5 here, say this dimension is 5, right. Breadth is also 5, we will mark on breadth axis, right, and height on height axis, right. Clear? I hope this is clear to you. Horizontal and vertical measurements are directly measured from the orthographic and marked on the corresponding isometrics, right. We have directly measured from orthographic drawing and marked on the isometric axis, right. Next point is generally hidden edges are not shown. Generally hidden edges are not shown on isometrics. Okay. Say if we draw isometric of a cuboid, it will be something like this. I am drawing quickly because we are doing revision. So, all the axes or edges which are not visible, we have not shown or we should not show. Okay? Otherwise, these 3 dotted lines represents the hidden edges. ठीक है, we need not to show hidden edges. Simple point, I think it is clear to you. Hidden lines are not shown on isometric line, generally not shown, we can show if we need. Next point is all we can say actual parallel lines or edges, all actual parallel lines or edges of object remains parallel in isometric drawings. Right? It is very clear. Again, say this is plan of the cuboid and this is elevation of the cuboid. Okay. Say dimensions are 5, say 6, say 8 centimeters. Okay. Now, the isometric of this will be something like this. Right. Now, we can see from the orthographic that this number 1, this edge number 2, this edge number 3, its corresponding base point 1, 2, 3, 4, all these edges are parallel, right. So, in isometric also these edges are parallel, like this is number 1, say this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. Number 1 edge is this, right. Number 2 is not visible behind this edge, say one edge is this, one edge is this and one edge will be hidden here, right, like this, right. 1, 2, 3 and 4. All these lines are parallel in orthographic drawing in and parallel in isometric drawings. Okay. And all edges which are like this say this is one edge of the base, this is second edge of the base, both these edges are parallel to each other in orthographic drawing. Here also they are parallel. This is one edge of the base and this is one edge of the base and both these lines are parallel in isometrics also. Similarly, top lines are parallel, right. These two lines are parallel. Okay. That means all actual parallel lines oblique edges of the object remains parallel in isometric drawings. Okay. All these parallel lines can be drawn at 30-degree angle because this axis is at 30-degree angle. I hope this point is clear. Next point is all vertical lines remain vertical to ground line in isometrics. All vertical lines of object all vertical lines of object remains perpendicular to ground line in isometrics also, right. Say again example of a cuboid, say same cuboid. So, these are vertical edges in elevation. Okay. If it is a cuboid placed like this, so it will have 4 vertical edges, edges number 1, 2 and 2 behind these edges. Okay. So, its isometric is something like this. I will draw quickly. I will draw the hidden edge also, right. So, these 4 are vertical edges, number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4, right. All these lines are perpendicular to this line, this line, okay, like this. This is at 90 degree, this is at 90 degree, this is at 90 degree, even this is at 90 degree. That means all vertical lines of the object remains vertical in isometric drawings also. I hope this is clear to you. Next point is, for drawing non-isometric lines, for drawing non-isometric lines, or edges, we simply locate the points on isometric edges okay. These edges can be some imaginary edges or actual edges, okay. And simply join these points. For drawing non-isometric lines or edges, non-isometric lines or edges are those lines which are not parallel to any of the isometric edges, okay. We have 3 isometric edges, 1, 2 and 3. If some edge is not parallel to either of these lines, right, those edges are called non-isometric edges, and for drawing non-isometric edges, we simply locate the points and join these points with some straight line. It will be very clear to you with this example. Say we have object like this, this is plan, okay, and this is elevation, a chamfered cuboid, okay, elevation and plan, okay. So, this edge is non-isometric edge, okay, non how to draw isometric of this non-isometric edge? We will simply locate these 2 points, point number 1 and point number 2, and then simply join these 2 with scale. See how? First, complete the cuboid. without any chamfering. Okay. Okay, imagine it like this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Say this is 1, this is 2, 3 is hidden, and this is point number 4. Right? We have simply drawn cuboid without chamfering. Then how to locate this chamfered edge? For locating this, just measure this. Okay. Say this point is 3. Say total is 6. This is 3, and this is also 3. Sorry, this is also 3. Okay. So simply mark 3 from here. Right. Mark this point, and this dimension is 3 centimeter. Clear? Mark here also 3. Okay. This point is 3 centimeter, this point is 3 centimeter. Okay. Now, as a principle, we know vertical lines remains vertical. Simply draw a vertical line from here and draw a another vertical line from here. Okay. This is vertical edge, this is vertical edge. That means both these lines are vertical. So we have simply drawn vertical lines, right, with the help of T-square and set square. Okay. This here is 90 degree. Clear? Now we have 2 points, point 1 and point 2. Simply join this like this. Okay. This gives us isometric of a non-isometric edge. In the end, draft it like this. Okay. And guidelines should remain there, you need not to erase these lines. So this gives us isometric drawing of this orthographic projection which has a non-isometric edge. I hope this is clear to you. Next point is for drawing curved lines. We have two methods. In method number 1, we do like this. So we need to draw isometric of a circle, and plan of the circle is this. Okay. And its elevation is simply like this, a straight line, and say its dia is say 8 centimeter. Okay. How to draw isometric of a circle? One method is like this. We need not to draw vertical axis here, as it is flat circle. Okay. Just enclose your circle in a square of 8 into 8 centimeter. Okay. Draw like this. This square will be something like this. Okay. Clear? So this is isometric of this complete square, say 1, 2 and 3 and 4. This is 1, point number 2, point number 3 and point number 4. Simply join the longer axis, longer diagonal